The Miami-Dade medical examiner is now investigating the death of a doctor from Mount Sinai Medical Center who passed away 15 days after receiving a vaccine.
He was a colleague, and I feel the loss of Dr. Michael quite deeply.
Dr. Eileen Marty is saddened by the death of Dr. Gregory Michael. He reportedly received a Pfizer vaccine on December 19th and died between January 3rd and 4th. On Facebook, his widow, Heidi Neckelman, posted, "He was a very healthy 56-year-old loved by everyone in the community, delivered hundreds of healthy babies, and worked tireless through the pandemic."
There's nothing in the clinical trials that would indicate that this is a likely outcome from the vaccine itself.
Stephanie, who's the mom of Maddie DeGarry, Maddie participated in the Pfizer trial.
It's been over 9 months since she got her second dose. She can't walk. She's in a wheelchair.
Pfizer has to be aware of you. Have they reached out to you since June?
Neither Pfizer, the FDA, or the CDC has ever talked to us or attempted to.
News 8 on your side responds tonight to one of our many viewer questions about the coronavirus vaccine. Here's our question. Why are some people dying from the vaccine while others aren't? What are the precautions for this? Are the ones dying, do they have health issues or allergies? Dr. Joseph Contra of Lancaster General Health responds.
Well, actually, the CDC has been tracking adverse effects from the vaccine since the beginning. And the rate of death in people in the several weeks after the vaccine is a 0.03%. Now, keep in mind that we're vaccinating people who are elderly or who are in nursing homes. And so the death rate that would be expected not getting the vaccine is about the same.
You know, what does spike protein do to the body? So it does a number of horrendous things. The one thing is it's profoundly pro-inflammatory. So it's taken up by what's called phagocytic cells, and these are cells in the brain, cells in the heart, cells throughout the body, and it causes profound inflammation. It's taken up by the cells lining the blood vessels. So, you know, Dr. Cole, who's a really outstanding pathologist who's going to be at our conference, has obviously done pathology specimens. And what he finds is if you look at the endothelial cells, and these are the cells lining the blood vessel, they're absolutely packed with spike protein. Packed. The cells are packed with spike protein. So this idea that the spike stays in the arm is false. The spike circulates, and it goes to the what they call professional phagocytic cells, so you know the microglia cells in the brain, and it causes inflammation. It goes to the endothelial cells, and it does some really bad things to the endothelium. So the endothelium lines blood vessels. So what does it do? It causes the blood vessels to constrict, and it causes clotting. So it interferes with blood flow, and when it interferes with blood flow, you have what's called infarction. It kills the tissue which the blood vessels supply. So we know that people who have been exposed to spike have microinfarcts in their brain if we do high sensitive MRI. So, you know, that's one of the mechanisms. The other is that, believe it or not, they manufactured spike to have both two foreign proteins. One is an amyloid protein, and the other is a prion protein. So prions are, you know, mad cow disease. They added, when they designed this vaccine, they added a prion to the receptor binding domain of the spike protein. And they did that because it then binds more avidly to the ACE2 receptor. So people who get the vaccine are at much higher risk of getting prion disease, which is mad cow disease. And indeed, there have been many cases of mad cow disease being described. As I said, it has amyloid protein. So what we know about these clots that form is that these are very mysterious clots because they're very fibrinous, they're very resistant to breakdown, and they have amyloid. And this is likely from the amyloid within the spike protein. So that's one mechanism. The other, which is very common in the vaccine injured, is is what's called autoimmunity. So some of the domains in the spike protein look very much like the host's antigens. So it's called molecular mimicry. So what happens is when the host mounts an immune response against the spike, at the same time it causes antibodies directed against the host's own tissues. So the host is attacking itself. So you can see that this is a complete onslaught. You have the spike causing inflammation, the spike causing clotting, the spike causing amyloid and prion disease, and you have the spike causing all of this autoimmune disease. So it's a total onslaught from every angle. And that's just the beginning of what spike does. And it seems the more spike you have, the more inflammation you have. So I think that the data is, the pathologist never lies because they can see the tissue. And, I've seen the slides that Dr. Cole shows, and it's astonishing to see the spike protein. It's just packing the endothelial cells, which means it affects the blood vessels. We also know, and this is frightening data from Dr. Patterson, who's looked at circulating white cells. He's found 18 months after long COVID or vaccination, circulating white cells still have spike protein within the cell.